Hello, welcome to the Heart's Frontier. I'm Kate, and if this is your first time joining us, then welcome to the channel. And I hope you stay and that you subscribe and like and come hang out. And if you are returning, then yeah, welcome back. This is going to be a business pick a card, or not pick a card, just a business weekly reading. I want to say thank you for understanding that last week I didn't do my weekly readings. There was a lot of things shifting, and here I am. Here I am. It's all positive, but yeah, did not have space to do the weekly readings. I've got someone helping me soon for getting up on the YouTube more regularly. So hopefully that will mean that I'm able to create that much more. Yeah, and I wanted to share with you, I have a Mother's Day, Mother Healing Sunday Soul Circle. So these Sunday Soul Circles are a time for us to come together. I will teach a different healing tool. I give a collective message based on what we need to know. But what I realized and what I knew that I wanted to do with these is really to actually teach on various topics at greater length. So what I did is I made this and the rest of the Sunday Soul Circles 2 hours long. So rather than 1 hour and sort of feeling like I'm rushing through and wanting to make sure everyone gets heard, this will give more space. I mean, last time the amount of people that we had was just enough that I could sort of close the circle out. And so I'd like to give a little bit more space for that, but also a little bit more space for the specific themes I'm going to be drawing in. So this one being matrilineal healing, the divine feminine energy, the mother within us, the mother that we experience in this world, our passed on mothers and ancestors that have been in our own lineage for time, and also our internal mother, the guidance system within ourselves that can mother us. So those are the different things I'm going to be, yeah, touching on, teaching on. And yeah, we'll do some meditation things. And personally, I feel like mother healing or matrilineal healing is really, really crucial, not only for the world at large at this time, but also that's why I'm specifically mentioning it in this business reading, is because it's also about how you receive, how you care for yourself, and how you care for yourself is also how you show up in your business. So I'm going to switch into this weekly reading here now for business. So if you have a business, if you have a project, if you are someone who listens to these readings to get help with your career, hopefully this will help you out this week. So I'm already getting movement, and movement is one of these things. So it says river, and that is already feeling like connected to water, connected to feminine, connected to nature itself. So river and movement being that you're going to need to make some moves this week. It feels as though you've been guided to take more action as it relates to your career, and potentially you've been sussing out your options. It feels like you've been looking at different available options. And so this movement piece is inviting you to to step towards it with a little more effort this week. So if you were kind of hanging back a bit, this is a week that you're already getting the go ahead to move on, move forward. Yeah, you're getting rebirth and new beginnings, as well as devotion and dreams fulfilled. So the results are daffodils and heliotropes. But what's important here is it says new beginnings are often disguised as painful endings. So perhaps you've been in the pain of old career choices playing out, or perhaps you're just having a challenging time embracing a new beginning or embracing a new identity, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing there's a lot of people focusing on new identity within their business. It makes sense, right? A lot of folks who listen to this are likely solo entrepreneurs, similar to me in some sense that they are self motivated. And yeah, and sort of it can be challenging to remove your ego and to remove your expectations and to remove what you grew up feeling that you were, as your identity when it relates to your business. It can be challenging to do that, because we get a certain amount of approval and success as we're growing up, um, for how we perform or how we show up in a way that isn't authentic to ourselves. So when working in business healing, I am always focused on feeling like you feel like yourself. When you feel like yourself, you are able to enact the mission that you came here to do with a lot more ease, a lot more clarity, and a lot more heart. So, when you're not feeling like yourself, it's going to be near impossible to act in accordance with your heart, because it's difficult even to listen to it if you don't feel like yourself. So, let us see. our abundance cards here are inner child and sanctity. And just take a look at that inner child card for a minute. So it says, allow me to give compassion and love that little one. Let me attend to its deepest needs and feelings. So, this action that you're being guided to take this week, I feel like it's pushing something forward, but it won't feel like it's pushing something forward, right? It'll feel more like you're like running alongside it and it has its own momentum. And almost, so I'm seeing like a kid running beside a train, and the train's going just slowly enough that the kid running on all cylinders, right, can like be sprinting and somehow keeping up with it, and like the child basically feeling like I'm just as fast as this train. So maybe it's about some of the people who are around you. Maybe people are idols or people you look up to or guides, maybe mentors or teachers could be useful for you to invest in learning from them this week. Whether that's I maybe said investment because someone might be thinking, oh, should I go do teaching with this person? But it also might be just investing your energy and your time. So I do feel that right now you're being asked to listen to people who you look up to, people, teachers, mentors, or something like that, that will help with soothing this inner child. And then under sanctity, it says, through offering, even the most mundane problem can become a sacrament. So, what do you have to do this week that feels boring or dull? And how can you embrace your inner child? So, here's an example. Um, if doing your finances, if doing your books is something that you are okay doing, you don't enjoy doing, you always procrastinate doing it, can you add in some type of either a playlist or some sort of reward system that after you're done a certain stretch or before you get down to do whatever that activity is, you do something first for yourself that feels good. Could also there be any game in it? Could there be a way that you look at it and say, I'm seeing this from a fresh new view, I'm seeing this from a child's mind? That type of perspective can be super super valuable. I also feel like we're doing some sort of deeper healing in a sense this week. So it might be, it's funny, I just heard someone's deep cleaning their inbox. So it might be deeper healing as it relates to specific parts of your business, and it also might be personal internally. Yeah, and the reason that this is happening is ascension. This is great. I just pulled this the other day. I was having a hard day and trying to figure out what I, was meant to be feeling. And I got ascension, new day, and joy. So I was like, oh, okay. Get out of your own head and understand that sometimes when you are on this ascension process, and anyone who's been following me for a little while might know this, but if you're new, when you're ascending or gaining new energy or exposing yourself to higher frequencies and higher vibrations, it comes with a decluttering process, which is a letting go of the sludge and tar and toxin that, is that has been in your body. So that's on a physical level, but also on emotional and mental level. So perhaps as it relates to your career and as it relates to your business this week, you're getting rid of some of the sludgy, toxic things that used to exist. So did you used to hustle, 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 without really purpose? That's something you're letting go of. So then how might you be getting triggered, or how might you be feeling like you're not doing enough? And it's almost like as it gets worked out, your mind will start to interrupt and say, well, maybe this is going on, maybe that's going on, or maybe this is wrong, maybe that will be just like the past. And what we're being asked to do is make space for what is new, and your devotion being worthy, and your dreams getting fulfilled because of your devotion. So it feels as though lovingly devoting yourself to your work, being with movement this week, and really doing your best to incorporate the sense of new that you've been in, integrating and bringing into your life, really incorporating that in this week, is what is going to help you in your business and you make all the decisions that you need to. So let me know. And also let me know if you have any questions about your business, because I'd be happy to switch and do some of these weekly business readings as more topics. So it might be, how do I show up on my social media with authenticity? Or how do I make sure that I'm focusing on the right priorities? Or, whatever it is, let me know, drop a comment below if you do have a question, and I will make sure to answer it. And if not, then I will be back next week for another Business Weekly reading. And if you liked listening to this and you haven't listened to other ones, I usually am doing a weekly reading for the collective energy, a love reading, a business reading, and then sometimes I do a pick a card. Okay. So I will see you all later. If you want to book a session with me, you can book down below. And the next Sunday Soul Circle is Mother's Day. So if you're seeing this at the time of the reading, then there you are. If not, then enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.